Download Rates enhances Sage 300 functionality by automatically fetching exchange rates from providers such as the Bank of Canada, U.S. Federal Reserve, Reserve Bank of Australia, or Currency Layer, converting those rates to Sage 300 exchange rates and storing them in one or more Sage company databases. You can automate any number of download jobs as Windows scheduled tasks. The user interface that you see here allows you to edit settings that are stored in an XML file and to create a Windows scheduled task. The XML file name is passed in as a command line parameter when setting up the scheduled task. Authentication information that's needed to access Sage 300 data is encrypted in the XML file. You can also download rates directly using the Download Rates screen, as you'll see shortly. Let's download rates from the Bank of Canada, identified as the provider. If you choose Currency Layer as the provider, you will also see a provider-specific tab for the identification information. Let's look at the rates themselves. The functional currency is typically called the to currency by a provider. The source currency is called the from currency. The rate type column means nothing to the provider. It is the rate type in Sage 300. The rate adjustment column is important to understand from an accounting perspective. Providers supply interbank rates. A company will never get this rate on a transaction, so you can adjust this rate up or down to reflect a more accurate estimate of receivables or payables rates. The Enabled column lets you set up a rate for future use and uncheck it so you don't actually download and store the rate at present. The checkbox Propagate Rates to All Companies allows you to control the downloading of exchange rates. You can update rates for only the company you sign on to, or you can copy them to all companies that share the same Sage 300 system database. Note also that you can have multiple entries in the grid with the same from and to currencies, but you must use a different Sage 300 rate type and use them for different purposes. The retry mechanisms and notifications are robust and in common with many other Tyrox applications. Let's see the program in action. I'll click the download button to proceed, and you'll see it go through a sequence of steps to connect to the Bank of Canada and download the exchange rates. You can see the complete process in the log file, and you can see the reason if rates aren't updated. That completes a quick look of download rates. Please visit the Tyrox website for more detailed information about download rates and other Tyrox products for Sage 300.